damn, that was brutal. What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today I'm gonna be reviewing the third film in this epic, true story, and terrible trilogy of films by a very world-renowned Academy Award-winning director. And that movie is Detroit, which is directed by Kathryn Bigelow and stars John Boyega, Will Poulter, Anthony Mackie, Jason Mitchell, even John Krasinski. Detroit is the biopic. It's the true story of the Detroit riots that happened in 1967. This was a really intense, brutal, shitty night for a lot of these people. But surprisingly, it's not about the Detroit riots at all. It's about one specific event that happened. The whole situation with the Algiers motel that happened one night. 3 white police officers had a bunch of black people surrounded. They were terrorizing them. They were trying to get answers. And in the aftermath of it, 3 black men were killed that night. And so this whole entire movie is about this intense situation, as well as what did the African American community in Detroit do about this terrible situation. Surprisingly, I had no idea about this movie, to be honest. Detroit, this is, as I said, it's the third film in this true story trilogy by Kathryn Bigelow, who also directed The Hurt Locker, which won Best Picture in 2009, as well as Zero Dark 30, these true story, tough to watch films. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't seen The Hurt Locker or Zero Dark 30. I know that they're good movies, but some people don't love them. And so, going into Detroit, I did not know anything about the Detroit riots, and I do love to see a groundbreaking true story. But man, walking out of Detroit, I was heartbroken. This movie is so tough to watch. Oh my God. But I gotta say, it is well directed, and it's a great, gritty film. So, let's get straight into the positives. Of course, I have to start with all the performances in this movie were fantastic. Starting with the main character, John Boyega, he was fantastic in this movie. John Boyega just continues to impress me. Yeah, he's Finn in The Force Awakens, but he's not funny at all in this film. He takes this role extremely seriously, and John Boyega, man, keep being in great movies, man. You're fantastic. Oh yeah, that's right. He was also in The Circle earlier this year. Oh my God. Anthony Mackie, he was great in this movie. And Jason Mitchell and John Krasinski. But I gotta say, the star of this movie is Will Poulter. Oh my God. I hated this character so much. I want to punch him right in the face. Oh my God. But he's so amazing, Will Poulter. Give this guy an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. I am telling you, he crushed this role. A lot of people are comparing his role to Michael Fassbender in 12 Years a Slave, a racist, bitter asshole against black people. Oh my God. He gave such a great performance, and I can tell it was tough to give that great of a bitter performance. I must talk about the cinematography in this movie. Yeah, it's very shaky cam, but I love it. It's dark. Nothing at all is pretty or light about this film. This entire movie is dark. It is amazing. I just love the whole entire way that Algiers motel scene was shot. It was about an hour long, which is amazing, because that's what this movie's focused on. And just the way the lighting looks and just the camera movements, it felt like you were watching a documentary. And that's what Kathryn Bigelow's style really is. Now, you guys are probably asking me, if you haven't seen Detroit, Ryan, does this movie have a lot of racism? Yes, it does. And it's so intense of a situation. Like, you really do feel for all these people going through this bad shit. It's so well told. The intensity of this film just grabs you by the breath from the start of this movie and lets go once the credits start. It's brilliant filmmaking. Kathryn Bigelow, she did a great job directing this film. Think about it. 2 woman directors this year. Patty Jenkins and Kathryn Bigelow, making amazing films. But Kathryn Bigelow, yeah, I guess you can say she's still the best female director working today. Just by the amount of craftsmanship she made with this film and how tough it was, it really is brilliant. Which also, this movie was shot in my home state, Massachusetts mostly. Wow, that's really cool. I had no idea. Is Detroit a perfect movie? No, I did have some gripes with the film, so let's go straight to the negatives. The first problem, I wouldn't say it's a big problem, but this movie does open with exposition. It's like a little short animation exposition opening. It's like, what is this? This is really weird. Like, it doesn't fit the movie. Like, the tone of it, yeah, it's a little gripe, but I just didn't get an animation opening. Also, the pacing in this movie drags a lot when it's not intense, like you're seeing all these other scenes with the police. And yeah, it does drag a lot. You want to get back to Will Poulter in the Algiers scenes, but yeah, it is kind of a gripe. The rewatchability for this movie, it's a movie I'm only going to watch once in my life because of how hard to watch it is. I would say the rewatchability, I don't think you're going to watch this movie for a second time. Oh my god. I really, really like Detroit. It's a well-directed film, extremely intense, very great performances by everyone, fantastic direction from Kathryn Bigelow, which I hope gets Oscar hype. Seriously, guys, definitely recommend seeing this movie if you just want to see a great, riveting, intense film. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Detroit a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Just wish some things were fixed on. Alright guys, that was my review of Detroit. My question is, have you guys seen Detroit? Did you love it? Think it was okay? Or did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below. Thank you guys as always for watching this review. And if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. Be sure to click that notification bell on your way out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!